I hate these dreary ass rainy days. It's not raining hard, but it's dreary, it's cloudy. Seems like the mosquitoes come bopping around. Where's my dad gone? What I do with my repellent? I hate mosquito bites. Well, shoot. There's my I don't see my repellent. There it is. Been a mistake. Snake, it would have bit me. Ugh. I'll tell you what's dang true. Put it on my ear, back of my neck. Whew. Now where's my coffee? There's my coffee. Whole day shot. Oh man. I can't do what I was going to do today. I was going to get I'm working on my bench. Working on my bench, but I had to do some work outside, cutting some stuff and everything, and since it's raining, I can't do that. So, you know what? I kind of got the blues. I guess that's what you call it. So, I'm gonna take something apart. I got plenty of that to do. Yeah, I got plenty of that to do. So, you know what? I ain't even gonna do that. Alright, took some galf wire and I cut them into sections, and I guess that's what they call them, galfs. And sometimes that wire is copper, And nowadays, more often than not, it's aluminum. But I was commenting the other day about this wire. Looks like it'd be good for something. And Eve Allen, she's got a channel. She makes art, 3D art paintings and stuff. And she said people use that in crafts a lot. Making different things. And I said, I think I seen a tree one time made out of it. And she said they make beautiful trees. I don't know if you can go on her channel and look. Of course, I think she's fixing to shut that channel down. She's kind of discouraged. Something to do with that thing with Cray fam, them people destroying her art and not paying her for something, and it got pretty ugly. I tried to stay out of that, but I did unsubscribe to Cray fam because to take that piece of art that she had sent them and to set it on the floor and destroy it with a ball bat, live feed. And that was an ugly, mean-spirited thing to do. And they took it down pretty quick. Matter of fact, when I went back to look at it again, it was gone. They took it down. I don't blame them, I took it down too. But anyway, this is a 12-inch strand. I got make them in 24-inch strands, 12-inch strands, 6-inch strands, and 3-inch strands. And I was told that's the more popular sizes, so I don't know. And I don't know how many's in a strand like this. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 30. There's 38. And this is not saying that some others won't have more strands in it. Probably would. But anyway, I'm twisting them together a little bit so they stay in one strand. So there's 38 strands of wire in there, approximately 12 inches long. And I'm just going to fold it like that. This stuff is easy straightened. You know, if it gets kinked or something, you can lay something on it like that and pull that too, and that straightens it out just slicker than eel snot. So anyway, this is the aluminum. This is the 24-inch one. That's the 12-inch, 3-inch, 6-inch. And if you sell that for crafts, you'll certainly get more for it than I would get for scrap. Because I would maybe get 20 cents in if I got that much in there. I doubt if I'd get 20 cents because aluminum right now, shoot, I doubt if you could get 40 cents a pound for aluminum cans. But that's, from here on out, that's what I'm doing with stuff like this. And copper, you know, I will not, let me see if I can find a good representative piece here. I got this Bare Bright. But I don't see a piece. This copper, I'm not, Walmart sells a roll of copper wire that's pretty lightweight. I wonder if I got a piece of it in here. Let me look. I don't see it. I got it somewhere. I'm also thinking about selling this, I'm not sure what the gauge is on this wire. It might be 12, but I got a way of straightening that out too. And also, I found that you can take a piece of copper like this. It's not really bright, but it's good clean Bare Bright copper, and that piece may be worth $1. But if I can make links of it I can brighten this up real easy. Matter of fact, I even seen somebody take copper like this that had a dull kind of finish to it, and they poured took a big bowl and poured Pepsi or Coke or generic colas and stuff in the bowl, and then put the copper in it, and the acid in the copper, or in the drink, the carbonated drink, it actually made the copper bright again. Matter of fact, just for the hell of it, let's just see. I am going to go get me a drink right quick, put some in the bowl, and just see what that does. Okay, several pieces of that copper and a piece of brass in there. And I'm going to see what the hell that's going to do. While I was in there, my daughter had supper done. And I don't know what got into her. She had 6 big old ribeye steaks out there. And she likes to season hers and the boys, you know, and I don't want nothing on my steak but salt and pepper. I like steak. I don't like all that flavoring you add to it. And so mine was one side of the pan, plus I want mine done. I want it to look like it's been in the fire. Burn it. And so, and she had these asparagus she makes. She lays them out on a pan. I think she coats them with something, then she bakes them. But it's got some kind of something liquidy that she pours on it. And then there's something looks like Parmesan cheese or something puts on it after it comes out of the oven. Them things are good. And she had sauteed mushrooms and corn on the cob. Well, I eat my steak, I eat my mushrooms, I eat about a half a dozen of them asparagus, and then I come back out here and got my copper together and throw it in here and put that looks like too much light. Anyway, it's Publix Diet Root Beer. They're 99 cents a bottle, except when they got them on buy one get one, and that's usually when I buy them, and I'll get me 10 of them suckers for $5. They used to get charged sales tax on these drinks, but now they started charging sales tax on it, because somehow or another now, all of a sudden, it's not food, which I can't figure that out. But anyway, it's $1.06 for a bottle, and when they got buy one get one, it's still $1.06 for 2. But anyway, we're gonna see how this works. I don't know how long that's supposed to take or anything. I put a piece of brass in there. I'll probably just leave that overnight and see what it does. I'm just wondering what muriatic acid would do with that. I know you don't put steel in muriatic acid because it makes that steel brittle, and I did that one time not knowing that that's what it did. It made it brittle. And you try to clean the rust off of a tool, like if I tried to clean the tarnish and rust off of that in muriatic acid, it would look all shiny and new. But all said and done, you start putting some pressure on it, it's going to shatter because it's brittle. And I had a kid one time that worked for me. When I hired him, he was 16. He was supposed to be 17, but that's what I was told, and I didn't know it till later. I couldn't have worked him if I knew he was 16. But he was a good employee. But he had a twin brother, and him and his brother, they loved to work on cars and rebuild engines, and I don't know how they learned how to rebuild it. He was rebuilding engines on cars before he was old enough to have a driver's license, or before he ever had a car. And he had an engine took apart. And by the way, if they build an engine and got it back together and started up, listened to it run. And if something nobody else could hear, but they claimed they could hear something, a noise in it, they would go right back in there and tear that son of a bitch down, all the way down again, and then build it back. But what the hell is that? That's a bug. Never seen one like that. But they was building one night, and they got that thing tore all down, and he wanted to make them bolts, head bolts and stuff look brand new again, and get all the grime off. So he went and got him a gallon of muriatic acid, poured it in a bucket, and throwed all them nuts and bolts in that bucket of muriatic acid. They got that engine put back together almost. They didn't get the carburetor stuff on it, but they had tightened down the head bolts on it. Head bolts looked fantastic. New money, new. And he said they were sitting there, and all of a sudden they heard something go ping. He said it sounded like a bullet ricocheting going across the room. And they didn't know what it was at first, and then one or two more went ping. They realized them head bolts won't hold them. The heads of the bolts was flying off of that thing. They hit them and it killed them. He had to go buy all new head bolts and anything else he had put in that muriatic acid. So now, sir, you don't clean steel with muriatic acid. You might brush on it and brush it off or something like that, but as far as soaking them in it, no, that's a no-no. But it sure makes new metal. You know, you could take these pliers of mine right here, and they look old and rusty kinda, and they got tarnish on them. And you can dip that down in some muriatic acid and let it sit a while, and pull that out, and it'll look brand new. But there's a gap in that thing where I cut an electric cord. Boy, that burned a big gap in there. I can see daylight between there. Where I cut an electric cord and forgot to cut the power. But it would look new and everything, but whenever you put some pressure on or something, they were going to break or shatter. So no, you don't do muriatic acid and steel. Not recommended. You know what? While I'm thinking about it, I got a piece of copper here that was in the fire. I'm going to throw that in there too, just to see what it does. Just to see what it does. Okay. Trying to think if I put a movie up there. I did. So this one will go up tomorrow. I want to wait and get the results of this. See what that does. Now I'm going to get my butt in the house and pull me out a couple of them corn on the cobs. Get me some butter and throw my teeth in. What was I going to think? Anyway, going to. Okay. Next morning, this stuff's been soaking in this drink, in this soda, for I did 8 o'clock, 4, 6, 7, 10 hours. And let's see. Well, this is the copper that was in the fire. I would say that made that a number 1. This here is that aluminum. Shows nothing. No difference, but I didn't expect there would be. I don't see no difference there. Now, this is some more that was in the fire that looks I wouldn't call that right. Now this cleaned up. That cleaned that up. Now the brass definitely got shiny. That definitely got. I can't really tell that much difference. So that's the only biggest difference I can tell on that stuff is this piece of brass. It kind of cleaned up the burnt. Let's see a piece here. Now there's some of the burnt that come off of it. Cleaned up some, but enough to where I'm gonna stick that in there and see if it'll make number 1 out of it. Alright, I'll just soak that. But what I'm going to say, my verdict is, it cleaned it up somewhat, but now it cleaned that piece of brass up good. Sure did. And this here, the house.